Hi, I have Dr. Landov here, beautiful faculty, well versed in what she does. If you want to know more, she's a product of an Ivy League institution. She's everything you could ever think of. So I have Dr. Landov here, faculty I cherish so much in the Global Affairs Department, and she's well versed when it comes to international students, when it comes to postgraduate studies and everything. She has international students at heart. So I want to just ask her one question that Dr. Labno, nice to have you. How should a prospective student from the international front position themselves, to land postgraduate admissions in the US and even beyond? What do you think are some of the key things that people on the committee look out for to say that good candidate, we need this person, come on board? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, thank you, Milo, for the opportunity to talk to you. And I have to say, compliments to you too. You're a brilliant student, and you're committed to what you do, and you're thoughtful and persistent.
Thank you.
So, and those are some, and I would start by saying those are some of the qualities that need to be shown in an application: persistence, determination, and thoughtfulness, and some direction. United States universities, whether you're looking at a global affairs program, an international education program, or a specific program in a discipline like engineering or English, say, are looking for someone who knows who has a direction that they're going in and has some kind of experience that they can show or thought that they can show that has led them to pursue this direction. That does not mean that the student has to have a specific topic that they're studying, but a direction that they're going. We want students who know who they are and where they're going.
Students who know who they are and where they are going. Beautiful.
And that should be evidenced in an application, in the coursework that you took, and in the experience that you show you've had. So that can all come together in an essay.
Okay, all come together in an essay. Okay, that's faculty usually place premium on grades like transcripts, like all of these A's. Maybe you have beautiful A's on your transcript, and faculty goes like, wow, this is the person. Or it's a balance of both. We are looking at persistence, we are looking at excellence. There are some benchmarks like 3.0 being the minimum and everything, but what is that one thing, if I'm to push you to the wall, what is that one thing that you think that really gets faculty to say that let's pay much attention to this application, to this guy's or this lady's application, or this binary, non-binary student application?
Yeah. Something unique that a faculty member or a committee can say, can remember and say, oh, yes, that's Myville. And, he did youth sports. He was the coordinator of a youth sports initiative in Ghana. Just something where I can remember as a faculty member, as a committee member, put you with a specific thing rather than, it's just someone who has all A's and went to a good school and wants to do electrical engineering. That could be anybody.
Okay, beautiful. I think you mentioned funding behind the scenes. Okay, a school that has funding. Why? Why would you think so? Yeah.
Why? Because tuition in the United States is very expensive, like 3, 5, 8 times more expensive than in other places in the world. And living costs are expensive. So even if a student gets a scholarship to a university, the student also has to consider what the living costs are in that local context. So, for example, you can get a scholarship, a full ride to New York University, but that might not be enough
Yeah.
because you got to get an apartment there and buy
Mhm.
food there.
Food, groceries.
So
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So that really has to come into play in the student's mind. Also, I would say has to come into play is where does the student think that they can get a job after they graduate? Or
Mm.
where can they make connections?
Connections.
Yeah, so not necessarily where are the, most
Yeah.
cited professors, but where are the faculty members that through your networks, that will help students get internships, get summer jobs,
Mm.
etc. So the geographical context is important, and then the connection making that the student will have is important.
Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you very much. So now, not to be US centric here, but I have seen how US education has really helped me, okay, in terms of thoughts. Okay, the education has really challenged my thinking. It has expanded my thinking. I've engaged with literature of different kinds. I mean, I can say for sure that what everyone says the American dream, I'm tasting of it. Okay, in terms of academics, okay, academic wise, I've been wonderful faculty and everything. I just want to use this next few minutes to, highlight the benefits of an abroad study. Okay, I've shared mine, but from a faculty viewpoint, why do you think? I came to the US because I really wanted to study higher education, and I looked around. Canada has some vestiges of higher education comparably to the US. For UK, I didn't really see that much, but they equally have some vestiges. But I saw that US is more intentional, okay, when it comes to higher education, student support services and all of that. And I have seen it firsthand. I have worked at centers for student engagement. I've engaged students, academic advising. I'm now in housing. And I've seen that US is intentional when it comes to student support services. So, this is just some few minutes to say that US is amongst the best places to be if you want to do a postgraduate study and everything. But from a faculty viewpoint, from someone who just loves students and you are there for students, what would you say? There's a few minutes to praise this very environment that I find myself in and you find yourself in. Yeah.
Right. Okay, so going back to the high tuition, it's not just that American universities are greedy and want to make money. No, that high tuition is paying for the student services that you're talking about. So if you have, mental health issues or just want to see a mental health counselor, that's there. If you want athletic services, it's there. If you want to
Recreation, the gym.
yeah, all kinds of intramural activities, all kinds of co-curricular activities, clubs, lectures, movie series. Those are all paid for, and that is part of your tuition. So that's justifying the high costs of the tuition. The other piece, I think, is just our legacy in higher education in the United States prioritizes community. So we see the campus as a home for students, as opposed to, say, European universities where most students, even on the postgraduate level, are living at home. No, in the United States, students are living on campus, and we think of the campus as a community, and we feel an obligation to give services to the community and also to give students a sense of belonging in the community. And
I love that phrase.
yeah, and it's that sense of belonging that I think you feel among the faculty, the administrators, the advisors, etc.
Yeah, I think pretty much. So, Dr. London, that ends it. I hope whoever chances on this will take that bold step it takes some sort of boldness to, I mean, with all of the restrictions across the globe. I don't want to just center a particular country, but across the globe and everything, for which we've talked in class, internationalization, some of these things inhibits the intellectual action. But I think we thank God for virtual exchanges too, where students can even engage on virtual platforms across and everything. So we would have you again at another time, maybe talk about who a global student is. It's one thing that I'm really interested in, so that someone in the deepest rural parts in Ghana, okay, will still have that dream of being a global student, where they might not have to travel because of maybe they couldn't afford a visa fee or something, but they can stay in their local environment and still contribute globally. Something that we are really, really interested about, and something that really got me to create a platform to talk about who a global student is, and how people in their small corner somewhere can still contribute to the
Absolutely.
international front, that there is no barrier as to
Definitely.
anything.
Definitely.
Exactly. So I would love to have you again to have more deeper conversations on who a global student is.
Yeah.
How can you be in a local setting but still think globally? How can you build global networks and all of that? I'll have you at a very good time that will delve into those areas too. So thank you very much for having me.
Michael, can I want to make a particular pitch to a program that I'm involved with. It's
Okay.
called the Millennium Campus Network.
Ooh.
And the program is the Millennium Fellowship. I really encourage your viewers to look into the Millennium Fellowship. This is a program that really privileges African students to apply to have a action that they're going to take, a social action. They apply with a social action that they'd like to take within their community that syncs with one of the SDGs. And if they get into the Millennium Fellowship program, it's a free program. The students are then in a truly global network, where you get networking from people from all over the world. You meet students from all over the world, and you get advice from actors, academics, social impact professionals from all over the world. So the Millennium Campus Network and the Millennium Fellowship. Check it out.
Beautiful, beautiful. Hey guys, so that's it. A huge opportunity just at your doorstep. So Dr. Lando, thank you very much. We're going to have you another time. Okay, thank you so much for your time. We appreciate it. Okay. Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you found value in today's journey and want to see more content like this, like, subscribe, hit the notification button and share with others. Bye.